I, Sara Zimmerman Duterte, Vice President of the Philippines, do solemnly swear that I will preserve and defend its Constitution, execute its laws, do justice to every man, and consecrate myself to the service of the nation. So help me God.
Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Christian Esguera and welcome po sa ating special Facts First episode. Ngayong araw po ng Huwebes. Ngayon po ay July 23, 2026. This is a recorded episode pero same day po ito, no? Pag-uusapan po natin, of course, madalas po natin pag-usapan yung ongoing impeachment trial dyan po sa Senado. Pero marami pa rin po nangyayaring malaking issues, no? At isa po dito ay early this week, isa pong personnel ng Philippine Navy ang nasugatan pagkatapos pagpupukpukin ng China Coast Guard diyan po sa Ayungin Shoal, malapit po sa BRP Sierra Madre. Pasok po ito clearly sa ating exclusive economic zone at tayo po ay merong malinaw na karapatan dito. Pero ang tanong, bakit nandun ang China at bakit umabot sa ganong punto na sinakta na naman ang ating kapwa Pilipino? Ito po ilan sa mga pag-uusapan natin, pati na rin po yung recent racist video coming from China Daily na medyo dumistansya po doon itong ambassador ng China dito po sa Pilipinas. Makakasama po natin na ngayong araw si former Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice Tony Carpio. Magandang gabi, magandang araw po. Sige. And thank you for joining us dito po sa Facts First.
Magandang araw, Christian. Magandang araw sa mga viewers natin.
Okay, simulan po natin yung kwentuhan na pag-uusap dito po sa nangyaring insidente. Pinukpok po ng China Coast Guard itong kawani ng Philippine Navy. Pero ang interesting dito, merong binabanggit na provisional agreement ito pong Chinese ambassador. At mukhang tayo raw po yung nag-violate dito. Can you talk about that?
Mag-umpisa tayo, Christian, sa July 12, 2016, the Arbitral Award was issued. No? Sabi sa Arbitral Award, yan Ayungin Shoal is submerged at high tide, so it's part of our exclusive economic zone. Sa atin yun, part of our exclusive economic zone. Ngayon, sa exclusive economic zone, there is freedom of navigation and overflight for all countries. Lahat na bansa sa mundo natin can send their vessels there without notifying or getting permission from anyone. Kasi freedom freedom of navigation. So, yung Japan, yung US, Australia, Vietnam, even India, kahit saan, they can sail there without getting permission from anyone. That was 2016. So, sabi ng mga allies natin, that arbitral award is final, binding, and valid between the Philippines and China. Final. So pag final, hindi na pwede questionin ng sino man, lalo na tayo o China. It's binding on us already na exclusive economic zone natin yung Ayungin Shoal, part of our exclusive economic zone. Kahit sino pwede pumunta doon because there's freedom of navigation. Lalo na tayo because exclusive economic zone natin yan, we have the exclusive right to get the gas, oil, fish, and all other mineral resources there. And we have the exclusive right to erect artificial structures there. Kahit ano, pwede natin itayo for the purpose of economic exploitation, no? Of the natural resources. So, pwede tayo magtayo ng Marine Research Center, tapos katabi niyan will be the Coast Guard civilian yan para to protect the fish there kasi exclusively sa atin yung mga isda sa EEZ natin, madaming mga poaching dyan, no? So, we can put up a substation there para malapit. We can immediately go to any area there na there is illegal fishing by other countries kasi exclusive right tayo to fish there. So, kaya meron tayong exclusive right to put up any structure there for purposes of preserving our rights, no? So,
Mm.
ngayon, 8 years later, pumasok tayo dito sa provisional arrangement or provisional agreement na before we can resupply Sierra Madre sa Ayungin Shoal, we have to first notify China, hold consultations with China, and sabi ng Chinese embassy, on-site inspection by China. Sovereign right tayo eh. Sovereign means superior, exclusive to that of any other country. Kasi EEZ natin, exclusive eh. Exclusive economic zone natin yan eh. We have superior right to go there. Pero pinako natin sarili natin na hindi tayo pwede pumunta doon without notifying China, without holding first consultation with China. At saka China will have to have on-site inspection of our vessel. Bakit natin ginawa yan? May tinawag ito provisional agreement. Final na yung yung alam mo sa law of the sea, yung provisional agreement, provisional yan. Pag hindi pa kayo natapos sa boundary delimitation, pinag-uusapan pa, pwede kayo magkaroon ng provincial agreement na median line ang gagamitin. O kaya habang may arbitration proceeding pa, pwede kayo magkaroon ng provisional agreement. Pero pag final na, meron ng boundary agreement, may final decision ng ang tribunal, hindi na pwede pumasok pa sa provisional arrangement. Binabalik mo eh. Kaya nga tawag final. Bakit ka magkaroon ng provisional ngayon? So, ang nangyari, binuksan natin, may final agreement, may final decision na tayo, arbitral award. Pero binuksan natin ulit na pag-usapan ulit yung final na. Bakit natin gagawin? Parang hinampas natin sarili natin sa malaking pader. So, sabi ko nga, that is not, the DFA has no authority to do that kasi gini-give up natin ang ating sovereign right. Sovereign nga eh. It belongs to the people eh. Hindi pwede. So, ngayon, hindi sila nakinig. Ngayon, anong ginagawa ng China? Sinasabi ng China, oy, nag-agree kayo, hindi kayo pwede, you cannot put up a structure here. So, huwag kayo magdala ng mga construction material dito. Can you just imagine that in our own exclusive economic zone, we cannot go there anytime. We have to notify China, sit down with China, explain why we are going there, at saka papakita natin yung ating vessel. But all other countries in the world can just go there.
Yeah.
Binaliktad natin eh.
So parang tayo po yung parang tayo ba yung nagbasura dito sa ating panalo?
My point is, we have to terminate this because China will later on say, in-acknowledge na ninyo, in-admit na ninyo may superior right kami. Hindi na tayo sovereign. We have sovereign right there under the arbitral award. Pag pumayag tayo, ganyanin tayo ng China. At saka, ang masama pa dito, sinabi ng DFA, they are thinking of expanding this to the entire West Philippine Sea. Can you just imagine? Hindi na tayo maka-resupply sa, we cannot go to Pag-asa hanggang we must first notify China and then we meet China, papakita natin sa China kung anong dadalay natin doon sa Pag-asa. Kalokohan. It's dumber than dumb ito. At saka tinatawag nila provisional agreement. Meron ng final. That's oxymoron eh. Sasabihin mo may final na. You tell the world may final agreement na, may final award na. Tapos gagawa ka pa ng provisional agreement. That's an oxymoron. It's contradictory. That is where we are going into. So we have to back out. We have to terminate this provisional agreement because that is going back. That is weakening our arbitral award. We are open to sasabihin ng China, you already admit. Patay tayo dyan. That's the doctrine of acquiescence in international law. You admit na mas superior ang China sa Ayungin Shoal. Kasi hindi tayo pwede, we cannot go there without prior notice, prior consultation at on-site inspection. Talagang ang sama talaga.
So parang tayo pa po yung nagpahina o nagbasura dun sa ating
Yes.
naipanalo noong 2016.
Exactly.
Pero in the first place, Justice, may kopya na po ba nitong provisional agreement na naisa publiko para mabusisi as far as you know?
Yes, wala. I've been asking for it. Ang China ngayon, I've been asking for it. Sabi nila, hindi, confidential yan. Because that is an agreement with China, confidential. Pero China, linabas na nila eh. Sinabi ng China, there are 3 important points in the agreement. You have to give us prior notice before you resupply. Before you go there, you have to notify us. Second, we have to sit down first before you resupply. Third, you have to show us your vessel. Ano bang dala ninyo dyan? Bawal yung construction material.
Parang-
That is ngayon tapos sasabihin ng DFA, we cannot tell you, we cannot release. Sinabi na binulgar na ng China yung content eh. There is no more confidentiality. Dapat ilabas na.
Okay,
Kasi
sabi niyo
pag
pwede ba?
ilabas nila yan, at saka ganyan talagang nakasulat doon, we will go to the Supreme Court to have it invalidated. It's null and void because it violates the Constitution, it violates the arbitral award.
Pero yun nga po, napakasimple naman pwedeng gawin dyan, di ba? Pwede pong bawiin. So, DFA on its own pwedeng gawin po, no? Or the president can come up with a pronouncement.
Alam mo, they have to do it as soon as possible dahil there is that doctrine of acquiescence. Pinayagan mo eh. So how you cannot get that back anymore? So they have to do it. I really cannot fathom why they're doing this.
So ibig sabihin, tuwing pupunta tayo sa BRP Sierra Madre, dyan sa Ayungin Shoal, para mag-resupply, kailangan magpaalam tayo sa China. Nasa sarili nating exclusive economic zone yon.
Yes, prior notice, prior consultation, at saka papakita natin yung ating barko. Ano bang laman yan? Bawal ang construction materials.
Parang
Under the UNCLOS, under the arbitral award, because that's our exclusive economic zone, we have the exclusive right to erect any structure there for the purpose of exploiting the natural resources.
So, sabi niya mga 2 years ago na po ito, no? But hindi ba, isn't it too late?
2024 ito.
Okay,
Yeah, they
2 years
signed this
na.
in 2024. 2026 na tayo ngayon. They should get out of this agreement already. It's really, I don't know why they did this.
Yun nga po eh. Pero, I don't know why they did this. Pero yung nga, yung konteksto, inaalala ko yung konteksto ng 2024 and why someone in his right mind would enter into such an agreement. When in fact, we have the legal foundation or standing and the moral basis for it.
Well, that should be the subject of a Senate or House inquiry. Bakit tayo pumayag dyan? Because I don't have firsthand, I don't have evidence of anything except that yung press release nila and press release ng China. So ilabas muna nila yung agreement na yan.
Would you know kung on board dito yung ibang ahensya po ng gobyerno? Kunwari, Department of National Defense.
Well, I can tell you that they're not happy. Tinatanong nila, bakit tayo why do we have to ask permission from China to go to Ayungin Shoal? That is the understanding on the ground. That is understanding on the ground na eto, nagpipermiso tayo.
Dun po sa mga viewers natin, konteksto rin dito yung BRP Sierra Madre. So, yung beached warship natin dyan na technically hindi pa yan out of commission. So, hindi siya pwedeng galawin ng kahit sinong bansa, in particular ng China. Pero syempre, talagang kalawangin na po yan, no?
Yeah, it doesn't sail anymore. Wala nang makina yan. But we keep it in the roster of active warships.
Yung nga po. Pero ano bang mukhang diskarte ng China dyan? Kasi hindi naman nila pwedeng basta-basta hatakin yan, di ba? Pero ibig sabihin, pwedeng iniintay nilang gumuho.
Yes, that's why they prohibit us from bringing materials to retrofit it. Kasi talagang kokolaps na yan eh.
Mm. At kung mag-collapse po yan, ano yung pwedeng gawin agad ng China?
Well, they will take over
Mm.
Ayungin Shoal. Katulad ng Scarborough Shoal. Pag mawala tayo dyan, they take over. They will babakuran nila yan. Papaligiran nila ng maritime militia vessel nila yan. Mawawala sa atin yan.
Mm. And base sa mga consultation ninyo, how soon that can happen? Yung time frame ng China dito?
Well, ang tingin ko, yung pinasok nila ang Ayungin Shoal lately, no? Pumasok sila sa Lagoon eh. Kaya nag-react yung ating mga Marines doon eh. That is already a probe. Tinitingnan na nila kung anong reaction natin. That's already probing.
Tinetest na nila.
They could take over anytime.
Hindi kawawang-kawawa tayo dahil panibagong bakuran natin sa West Philippine Sea, Exclusive Economic Zone, masasakop na naman ng China. Oo.
Yeah, ano lang, because on our own, we allow them to do it. I mean, legally, pumapayag tayo na i-handcuff tayo, na hindi tayo pwede mag-resupply hanggang uupo tayo. We notify them first, uupo tayo, and they will inspect on site. Yung inspection on site, that's why I want to see that agreement eh. Pag pumayag ba tayo dyan? That is really giving up our sovereign rights. And the Secretary of Foreign Affairs has no power to give that up. Sovereign na yan eh. Belongs to the sovereign people eh. Why do they give up our sovereign rights?
Pero diba, si President Marcos, the chief architect of our foreign policy, can easily come up with a statement and then tell the DFA, ayoko niyan, bawiin niyo yan.
Yeah, anytime he can do that.
Nakaka-high blood po, Justice. No? Ito, pag-usapan natin isa pa nakaka-high blood na pangyayari bago naman itong incidentes dyan po sa Ayungin Shoal. Ito pong China Daily, naglabas po ng isang AI-generated video kung saan pinaportray po yung mga Pilipino na isang unggoy at kontrolado ng US at saka ng Japan. Diba? Meron silang mga images doon no? Tapos matinding gaslighting dito. And then ang sagot dito ng ambassador ng China to Manila, dumistansya po siya, 'di ba? Hindi naman daw nila nakikita yung bawat content na nilalabas. What's your reaction to this? This is state media, state-controlled media. Tapos biglang all of a sudden, dahil matinding backlash, biglang teka muna, 'di ba? Dumistansya sila.
Well, actually that's part of their yung kanilang three warfares, no? The first warfare is propaganda. To intimidate us. At saka to delegitimize our claim, to humiliate us. Kasama na yan eh. That is part of their propaganda warfare. So we should look at it that way and tell them that is racist, that's ridiculous, that's that's not a legitimate argument, and i-challenge na natin. Why don't we just react by challenging them? Okay, let's bring this territorial dispute in the West Philippine Sea. Who has sovereignty over Scarborough Shoal and the Kalayaan Island Group? Bring it to the International Court of Justice. Yun ang sagot dapat natin. Atras yan. They will never agree kasi matatalo sila eh.
Yun nga, dahil maliwanag sa territorial dispute sa atin.
Yeah, maliwanag pero yung DFA natin, pinapahina nila by agreeing na we cannot go there. In fact, sabi nila, we will expand it to the entire West Philippine Sea. So how we cannot go to Pag-asa anymore without first notifying China and then sitting down with China and papakita natin kung anong dadalay natin doon sa Pag-asa.
Opo. Justice, I'm trying to make sense of this position by the DFA, no? Lalo yung sinasabi nyo na they plan to expand it dito sa West Philippine Sea. Ano ba yung nakikita yung pwedeng konteksto? Kung mag-ilagay natin yung sarili natin sa kanilang mga sapatos, why would they even consider that? mas matindi ba yung pressure ngayon from China?
Well,
I mean, is there something that changed?
well, first of all, these are the possible reasons, no? Possible
Mm.
reasons. One, they do not know what they're doing. Second, there is an influence by China. I mean, I'm not saying there is, but that's possibilities, no? Kasi you're asking what are the possible reasons, but ginagawa natin ito. Parang hinahampas natin ang ulo natin sa pader. Totally senseless. So, dito sa dalawang possibilities, the only one that's feasible is they do not know what they're doing. Kasi hindi na, we cannot say na they are cooperating with China.
Hindi naman. Yun nga lang, yung mga ganitong decision, yung provisional agreement, parang kinakain natin yung sarili nating karapatan eh. Parang tayo pa yung pumayag na maglagay ng checkpoint sa sarili nating bakuran.
Yeah. That's it. I really cannot understand.
Okay. O sige po, Justice Tony, maraming salamat po for joining us tonight, dito po sa Facts First. And let's hope talagang maayos itong provisional agreement na ito at matanggal na. No?
Yeah,
Dahil
my recommendation is cut and cut cleanly.
Okay.
Because that's the only way to get out of this. Maraming salamat, Christian. Maraming salamat sa mga viewers natin.
Salamat po. Thank you. Ayan po si Justice Tony Carpio. Okay? Nakausap po natin tungkol dito sa latest incident dyan po sa Ayungin Shoal. Talaga nakakabahala itong provisional agreement, and kung pakikinggan niyo po yung pakayag ng ambassador ng China, parang siya pa yung merong moral ascendancy. Talagang siya pa yung yung parang karapatan pa nila yung nasagasaan. Kahit sila na yung nanakit at sila yung walang karapatan na mamalagi diyan po sa area na yan. 'Di ba? Imagine niyo yung sarili niyong bakuran. Nag-i-intrude yung kapitbahay ninyo. Tapos nung sinubukan yung tanongin, anong ginagawa niyo rito? O gusto natin gawin yung dapat natin gawin sa bakuran natin, tayo pa po yung pinag-aaway at pinagpupukpok. Ganun po kalala yung nangyari dyan. So, let's see kung if this particular scenario can be fixed still by walking away from that provisional agreement with China. Okay, meron pa po tayo ibang mga episodes. Meron pa tayo ibang episode ngayong gabi. In the meantime, papaalam po muna tayo. Teka muna. Meron para tayong babatiin. Ayan. Batiin natin itong si nag-message sa atin itong ating kaibigan from Reuters si Michael Flores. Si Mika Flores. Ayan, kanina meron siyang nakasakay siya sa Grab. Tapos sabi niya yung Grab driver daw kasalukuyan nakamonitor dito sa ating podcast. So binabati natin si Mr. Donato Bonifacio. Yan, shoutout po sa inyo, Sir Donato Bonifacio. Maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik dito po sa ating podcast, and sana hindi naman ganun ka-init yung ulo ninyo dahil dito sa, hindi naman umiinit ng patindi yung ulo ninyo pag nakikinig dito sa mga paksang tinatalakay natin dito sa Facts First. Okay? In the meantime, yan na po muna. Ako po si Christian Isguera. Magandang gabi, magandang araw po sa inyo lahat.